What was that atmosphere like in Boston last night, Mike?
It was stunned. I really thought they just assumed, and how could you blame them? Because every time a Boston team shows up in a championship, they win. Winning Game 6 on the road, St. Louis without Game 7 experience comes to Boston. They all thought, the fans in the area, that Boston was just going to win, and it would be a party until 1 or 2 a.m. St. Louis, I think, learned a lot from the Game 6 they played and brought what they were missing to Game 7, and were physical and controlled the game, and good for them and good for the city, too.
But also, I'm curious, and so were the Danettes, when you're there pregame and Doc Emmerich throws it to you, can you hear anything? You know, like your producer is giving you a cue. I mean, it was so loud there. Well, what's that feeling like?
And in St. Louis, the couple of games before, it is really loud. You know, the best thing, actually, the best career purchase that I've made here, the same earpieces that the rock and roll guys wear up on stage. Like, you put those double ears in, and you can not hear anything but what's going out over the air, which is great. Now, you look really cool. Like, you'll see Jagger or you'll see a musician go, hey, I have those, I have those. I can't sing like that or play like that, but that's what I love about hockey. And you've known it. You've known it when you've done this or been to games. The electricity in a building is just a little different. There's just a little bit of a different edge because of the physicality and the speed of the game and the passion of hockey fans. It was fun to be in the building. I've never seen the Cup skated. And afterwards, I was done with my responsibilities. I went out and watched the Blues for 15 minutes just as a fan. It's just really fun to see that happen.
And also, it's one of the great traditions. It's one of the more awkward ones, but it's a great tradition in sports where the Bruins they're just waiting. They got to wait for the Blues to go down the line there, shaking hands, good game, good game, good game. And I couldn't help but focus on Brad Marchand and just going, oh, my gosh. The internet was having a field day with him because the camera was staying on him, and he had tears in his eyes.
And he's an all-time pest, So like those are the guys that you love when they're on your team. You hate when they're on the other team, and if you're on the other team, you love seeing a guy like that be miserable. But he's pretty cool. He went from a total pest to a 100-point guy this year in the league, and it was a good series. You know what, Dan? I think it's been good for hockey the last couple of years. Think about this. Vegas, no fan base, gets to the final. Washington finally gets a cup. St. Louis wins a cup. Those are generations of fans in 3 markets that'll be into hockey here going forward. So I think it was actually a pretty good last couple of years for the sport, even with the Rangers, Chicago, Philadelphia, the Kings, the Blackhawks not making the playoffs. Somehow it still ended up being a pretty positive year.
And you look at this team in January, interim head coach, you got a 4th or 5th string goaltender that you brought up from the AHL. Like, you can't script this stuff.
Not for a second, and that is the cool thing, because we did a lot of nights at Sports Center where 16 teams are going to make the playoffs out of 21 or then 23 in the NHL. How meaningful is the regular season? Well, now look at these guys. In January they were dead last, and there in April they made the playoffs. So getting in the tournament is not easy, and now getting in the tournament means you got a chance to advance here. So to go from worst team just after New Year's to champion just before Father's Day is pretty sick and gives everybody in all these cities hope, even if you get off to a poor start during your season.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.